How dare you come in the middle of my daughter's affair? Don't you have any decency?
What? You're not making any sense. This is all Sarah's fault.
I won't shun you ever again, so please forgive me.
Yes, Sarah made a mistake. Be a man and forgive her.
Trouble Busters!
Do you want to go out with me for drinks?
I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
Oh, please don't say that. It'll be fun, I promise.
Well,
Hold on a second. This is my wife that you're flirting with. My name is Alan, and I have a stunning and beautiful wife named Sarah. Because Sarah is so gorgeous, many men end up hitting on her. They can't seem to help it. Can I help you with anything?
I didn't know she was married.
I was used to this by now. I just had to protect Sarah from all those men. Sarah, you can't lead them on by acting like you're considering a drink with them. You need to be forthright and say no to having drinks.
it's hard for me to be so blunt, and I know that you'll always come to my rescue.
I guess you're right. I trusted Sarah completely, and I never worried about her cheating on me. Because of her good looks, people assume that I'm going to get cheated on. But Sarah's actually a very sweet person, and she loves me.
Hello, you two. You're such a beautiful couple. I envy you.
Hi there.
Nice to see you. Alan, I'm gonna wait for you at home. I'm a little tired, so... Is everything okay between you and your wife?
What do you mean?
I saw Sarah the other day. She was with a pink-haired man and they were holding hands.
Are you sure about that? Maybe you mistook her for someone else. Sarah and I are doing great. Our neighbor told me something odd after you left.
What did she say?
She said that she saw you out on a date with a pink-haired man. That's ridiculous, right?
I think she saw me with Ken. Ken's my cousin, and we weren't out on a date. You have nothing to worry about.
I see. That makes sense. Why does your cousin have pink hair?
He's a musician. He needs to stay trendy.
I see. Figures.
You're the only one that I love, Alan. There is no room for any other man in my life. You know that, don't you?
Yes, I know. I trust you completely. The following morning, another neighbor came up to me and said that she had been seeing Sarah being cozy with a man that wasn't me. This neighbor showed me a photo of Sarah and the man in question. This guy? He's the man who was at the shop the other day.
Do you know him?
Yes, he tried to pick up Sarah at the mall the other day, but I stopped him and told him that she was married to me.
I see. I guess he decided to ignore your wishes then.
I'm starting to have doubts about my marriage.
Well, good luck to you, Alan.
Alan, are you feeling all right? You're so pale today.
I need to ask you something, and I need you to be honest with me. Are you cheating on me with other guys?
Like I said, Ken is my cousin. You have nothing to worry about.
How about this guy, though? The guy from the mall.
Well, actually, he's my ex-boyfriend. I didn't want to tell you because I thought that you would think that something was going on between us when it isn't.
I don't believe you. He was acting like a complete stranger to you at the mall, and he was clearly trying to ask you out. Why would you say that when it's obvious that it's a lie? And in this photo, you two are clearly on a date.
Look, I told you that nothing is going on between us. Do you believe me or not?
Calm down, Sarah. There's no need for you to raise your voice at me.
I thought that you trusted me. I told you that you're the only man that I love. I'm gonna speak to my father about this. Daddy, I need advice about something. He's on his way over here now.
Alan, please believe Sarah when she tells you that you're the only man that she loves. I know that Sarah can be confusing at times and she's not the brightest, but her love for you is real, I assure you. Right, Sarah?
Yes, Daddy.
I'm sorry that her behavior caused you to doubt your marriage.
Alan, apologize as well. I'm sorry for making you doubt me.
Okay, I see that you feel bad about this, so let's put it behind us. I said that to Sarah, but I didn't really mean it. A part of me still doubted her. I mean, the photo of her and that man from the mall was pretty self-explanatory. It was a romantic relationship, but I decided to be the bigger person and forgive Sarah this time. I love Sarah, and I couldn't imagine my life without her. I was on my way to a business trip. I was still feeling insecure about my relationship to Sarah and didn't feel comfortable going on a business trip at this time. On the way back from my business trip, I saw Sarah holding hands with a man that I had never seen before, and they went inside a hotel together. Let's get a room here.
Okay, sure.
Sarah, what are you doing here? I'm taking you home.
Alan, you scared me. Were you supposed to come back from your trip tomorrow?
I made a mistake. So, what are you two doing in front of a hotel?
We came to have some coffee here. He's an old friend.
I see. A friend from where? Tell me everything.
His girlfriend's on her way here, too. Hey, why are you running away?
This looks messy. I'm out of here. Bye, Sarah.
Ted, don't leave me.
You should be happy that I stopped you when I did. We're going home.
Alan, what is your problem? If Ted leaves me, it's all your fault.
How is any of this my fault? Ted doesn't even care about you. Otherwise, he wouldn't have run away.
You don't get it. Don't you know that it's considered trendy for people to hang out at hotels these days?
Sarah's excuses were so unintelligent.
I was just having some fun with some friends. It's nothing to worry about. If you don't trust me, I'm moving out of this house.
I knew that Sarah wanted to pretend to be the victim in hopes that I would start feeling sorry for her, but I wasn't fooled. Will you stop acting like the victim here? I have every right to be angry with you. Now that I was certain that Sarah was cheating on me with numerous men, I wasn't going to forgive her. Can't believe that I let her get away with this for so long. I'm an idiot. She doesn't feel any remorse for her actions, and what she did to me is completely unforgivable.
This is Mark speaking.
I'd like for you to investigate my wife. She's cheating on me with several men, and this isn't her first time. I was right in that Sarah was cheating on me with several men at the same time. Mark, the private investigator, collected tons of evidence of her infidelities. While Mark gathered all the evidence, I pretended that I was doing just fine. I didn't want Sarah to suspect anything. Sarah, not being too bright, had no idea about my plan to destroy her, and continued to have affairs as she pleased.
Alan, I have a lot of work to do today, so I won't be home until late. Don't wait up for me.
Okay, have a nice day. I couldn't wait for the day that I would get my revenge. She wasn't going to get away with any of it. I was a fool for falling in love with someone like Sarah, but now that I know what kind of a person she really is, I was going to make sure that she paid me lots of alimony. A year later, Mark had all the evidence that we needed.
Alan, you're going to be very happy with the information that I found on your wife, Sarah. She'll end up paying you lots of alimony, I'm sure of it.
Yes, I'm very eager to see all the evidence that you have gathered this past year.
Your wife is not faithful at all. You should be glad that your marriage to her is ending soon. She's been with at least 30 different men, and I'm fairly certain that there are others that we don't know about.
Whoa, I knew that it would be a high number, but 30? Unbelievable!
I'm sorry to say this, but Sarah is quite the tramp.
I'm at a loss for words, but you did a good job.
You must be furious with her. It's time that you got your revenge.
You're absolutely right. I've waited too long.
What's the matter?
I still can't believe that Sarah's cheated on me with at least 30 men. This is a nightmare. I married Sarah because I truly loved her, and this is how she pays me back. I'm a complete fool.
You have every right to be shocked. This type of thing usually doesn't happen to a person. Would you like to go for a drink? It might cheer you up.
Yes, a drink may be what I need. Thank you. I knew that my marriage was over, and that I needed to move on, but I was still really hurt. I thought that Sarah loves me too, but apparently not. While I was here suffering, she's probably in bed with another man. This is so unfair and unforgivable. Troublebusters!
I think that I should get going soon.
You're leaving so soon? We had such a nice time together.
Well, it's getting late and I don't want to run into your husband when he comes home from work.
He said that he's working late tonight, so you have nothing to worry about.
You're so wicked.
And my husband is a complete idiot. He knows that I'm having affairs behind his back, but when I ask for his forgiveness, he just can't resist.
Wow, what a dumbass. He sounds like a complete loser.
He is. He's always smiling like an idiot. He's like a servant to me.
We've caught you red-handed.
Sarah, I'm not your servant. You're not getting away with this.
What's happening? How dare you barge in like that when Sarah was in another man? What were you thinking?
Me? How are you blaming me for this? This is all Sarah's fault. Why are you defending her?
Look, we all make mistakes.
Alan, please forgive me. It won't happen again.
Be a man and forgive my daughter.
Do you know that she cheated on me with at least 30 other men?
What? I thought that it was just this one time.
She's been cheating on me for over a year. I'm way past forgiving her for anything. On top of that, she was using my money to go on dates with all these men.
I can't accuse Sarah of anything without any proof, though.
My father's right, Alan.
Oh, don't worry. I have a ton of evidence. I'm not an idiot. I wouldn't come empty-handed.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Here you go, then. Mark, will you hand them the files, please?
What's happening?
Please take a look at all of these photos. I don't believe this. Here are some videos, too. Like Alan said, there's a ton of evidence here.
Stop showing that to my father.
And we have some neighbors that witnessed Sarah going out on dates with different men.
What?
We know that you've been bragging about the fact that you have so many lovers. Ugh. I had no idea that my daughter was such a slut and an idiot. She's a disgrace.
You also told people that you were having affairs in the middle of the day at our house when I was at work. I guess people didn't suspect you at first because you acted all self-righteous. But you can't make any more excuses. The truth is out.
Now that your secret is out, you're going to pay for your crimes.
I didn't want to do this in front of your father, but I guess that I have no choice now. You're a complete idiot. Always have been and always will be. It was partially my fault because I chose to look the other way, but not anymore.
say you might be willing to forgive me this time as well?
What made you think that? You need to start taking responsibility for your actions. I'm not going to protect you anymore. Looks like your luck's run out. Do you recognize this? These are your hotel bills. You went and spent all my money on luxury hotels so that you could have a fun time with your lovers.
Where did you get these?
You're not very good at hiding your tracks, lady.
Huh?
Anyway, we know everything. Now that you've let the cat out of the bag, your punishment awaits. We also know that you recently met 5 new men and started affairs with them too. So that means my daughter is a serial cheater?
Yes, that's right.
Shut up, Alan.
You knew that Sarah was married, right? Things are about to get ugly.
I didn't know, man. Sarah and I never went to any nice hotels. We always did it at your house.
Shut up. Say no more.
It seems that Sarah only took her favorite lovers to luxury hotels, so you weren't one of them then. So I'm just a casual fling then? You told me that I was the one. Liar! That's right. You mean nothing to Sarah.
This is not the time to get your feelings hurt. You're guilty too. I'm gonna sue you.
You can't do that. That's not fair.
Fair or not, I am. Mark, you have this guy's address, right?
Of course.
You can leave now, but I'll be in touch. Get out of my face!
No!
Because of Mark's brilliant work, my plan for revenge was going smoothly. Sarah and all her lovers are going to pay for what they did to me.
Alan, please forgive me. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Why do you always cry when you're clearly the villain? I'm the one that should be crying.
I'm sad that you're so angry with me. You're usually so sweet to me. I'm not used to seeing this side of you.
Well, I'm furious for a very good reason. I'm not gonna comfort you if that's what you're waiting for. I'm not your servant and never have been. I know that you never loved me.
I never said that you were my servant. You must have misheard.
You said it. I heard you. There's no mistake.
Please don't be mad at me, and I do love you. You have to believe me.
You're a terrible liar and a terrible wife.
But I'm not lying. I can't live with myself if you think of me as a liar.
I don't care about how you feel. Stop making this all about you.
Isn't there any way that you'd be willing to forgive Sarah?
I don't think so.
You're right. What Sarah did is unforgivable, and you have every right to hate her for it.
I just wanted you to pay more attention to me, Alan. That's why I cheated on you.
Oh, so you're trying to say that this is all my fault then?
I want you to stop me from having all those affairs.
How can you say such a thing to me? You're unbelievable. I don't know what to do with my feelings anymore. Just admit that you're a slut and own up to what you did.
Don't you love me anymore?
Of course I don't. You make me sick. I can't believe that you're able to sleep with so many different men and not feel bad about it. You never stop to think about how that would make me feel.
You're not the only victim here. I wanted you to be more affectionate with me. I felt lonely. Otherwise, I never have cheated on you. Don't you care about my feelings at all?
I can't believe that you're still making excuses for yourself. Anyone can see that you're the one to blame here.
Actually, you're the one that cheated on me first.
What? Is this true, Alan?
Of course not. Sarah's only saying these things to make herself look less evil.
Don't make me look like the liar here. I'm telling the truth. I approve if you don't believe me.
Yes. Show us the evidence, Sarah. This is your chance to clear your name. If Sarah is telling us the truth, you'll have no reason to blame her anymore. And you won't be able to ask for alimony either.
This is not your decision to make. Show us the evidence then. I'm intrigued to see what you have.
Take a look at this. These are our wedding vows, and it's written here that if you ever talk to another woman, that's considered cheating. If you go out to dinner without me, that's considered an affair. If Alan doesn't keep these 2 promises, I have the right to cheat on him too.
What the hell? This is so stupid.
But this shows that you're the one that cheated on me first. I know that you had conversations with other women. And I know that you've also been to dinner with other women. See, you had an affair. And it says right here that I'm allowed to cheat on you if you cheat on me first.
How can you call this evidence?
I know that you're the one that cheated first. I told you that I was a victim here. When we got married, you promised that you'd be faithful to me, but you broke that promise. You're the one that ruined our marriage.
Besides, I've never seen this before. These are not our wedding vows.
You're lying.
Then show me the evidence of me agreeing to these ridiculous vows.
You want more evidence?
I showed evidence of you having affairs with multiple men. I want to see something more concrete from you as well.
But this is all I have.
That's what I thought. You're making this up as always.
And even if you had any evidence, this book of vows is not valid.
Well, I'm gonna take this to a judge and see what they think.
I hope you find a judge that is as clueless as you are.
Oh, I just remembered that. I have the evidence that I need to prove my innocence.
Huh?
I know that you have Kevin's wife's phone number. I I saw you two exchanging numbers.
Yes, I did. She gave me a photo of you and your lover at an amusement park.
Well, I bet that was a camouflage and that you're secretly having an affair with her.
Then show me some evidence if you say so.
The fact that you exchanged numbers with her shows that something fishy is going on.
Okay, then you can take that evidence with you to court. If you need help gathering more evidence, you can hire me. Here's my business card.
Why would I hire you? I hate you.
Okay, fine. I get how you feel about me.
I mean, you gathered fake photos and videos of me. I could sue you for defamation. Oh,
Now what?
I just realized that there's a high chance that those photos and videos of me are fake.
Actually, that's not possible.
How can you be so sure? I mean, there's technology out there that could produce fake photos to look very realistic.
I've been wanting to tell you this for a while now, but
What? Are you ready to forgive me?
as if. What I want to say that you should think things through carefully before you speak. You're not a child. I'll have to agree with Alan on this one.
Shut up, you two. Leave me alone.
Just think before you speak, okay?
I don't need your stupid advice. Show me evidence that proves that those photos and videos of me are real. That's the least that you could do.
Sure thing. How about we take this to court and settle this once and for all? We have a lot of hard evidence that I'm confident that Alan will win the case. Are you sure that you want to go to the trouble of going to court? And assuming that you lose, you'll need to pay me alimony on top of the fees that you'll need to pay to go to court. I don't think that you should take this to court if you don't have a good shot of winning. If you want to hire a good private investigator, I'm the man for the job.
I'd rather die than work with you.
Sarah, I don't think that you'll win this one. Alan, I apologize for Sarah's terrible behavior. Sarah, you should be apologizing with me. This is all your fault.
No, wait, I did nothing wrong. I'm telling you, Alan cheated on me first.
There's no need for you to apologize. I've already decided to file for a divorce.
Is that really necessary? Sarah loves you.
Getting a divorce is the only thing that is going to make me feel better. I'm going to request that Sarah pay me lots of alimony, so she should be prepared to do so.
Alan, I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. I know that I said this all the time, but you're the only man that I love. Those men in those photos and videos are all stalkers, and I was really scared. I'm glad that everything is out in the open now. Now that you know, I don't need to feel threatened by them.
The only thing that's scaring me now is your ability to lie your way through life. Do you think that I would believe an outrageous story like that? I'm never going to forgive you, and I hope that you rot in hell. I don't believe you for a second. You should be awarded for being a big fat liar and cheating on me with so many men at the same time. Didn't I just tell you to put some thought into what you say to others? Have you already forgotten?
Dad, say something to Alan. You're not doing anything to improve the situation. Do something to make this better.
You've been a great husband to Sarah.
But not anymore. I'm leaving, Sarah.
I guess I have no right to stop you.
Dad, what are you doing? You need to fix this.
I think that what you did is beyond repair.
Well, think of a way to get me out of this mess.
Alan,
Sarah slept with over 30 other men. That is not something that I can get over, ever.
you're absolutely right. Sarah, you're going to figure this out on your own. I'm out of ideas.
Dad, you're completely useless.
Soon after that, Sarah and I were divorced. I sued Sarah and all of her 30 lovers. I was due to receive a lot of money from them all. I think the total amount is roughly $600,000. I then used that money to pay Mark for his services throughout the year. Even after our divorce, Sarah didn't change her bad ways.
Sarah, someone new is suing you. When are you ever going to learn from your mistakes?
How can you blame me? I'm a princess after all.
Are you listening to anything that I'm saying?
I'm supposed to be happy. I deserve happiness. I'm a good person. It's not my fault that men choose to have an affair with me. I'm too irresistible. This isn't my fault.
So, that's what happened to Sarah in the end. The only reason why Sarah was so popular among men was because she was married and unavailable, and that made her an easy target for a fling. Plus, she's really easy to get into bed. I hope that she finally learned her lesson.
I don't think that a person like Sarah is capable of positive change. I mean, she didn't even try that hard to hide her affairs. It's almost like she wanted to get caught.
Sarah comes from a good family, but because of all her wrongdoings, her parents are about to go bankrupt. Her parents had to put up their house for sale.
That's harsh.
Yes, I feel sorry for her parents. Sarah deserved to be trouble-bustered after the nightmare that she put me through. Trouble-busters!